Yedid nefesh al harachaman mishoch avdach el ritzonach yarutz avdach kemo Vatik yechemu rachamecha bechuzna al ben ohava ki zakama niksav lirot betiferet Naria, letzor yishenu nekadma ana vetoda. Naria, letzor yishenu bizmirot naria lo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena ladonai. Lechu neranena. 40 שנה הוא גדול, ואומר עם תוהה לבבהם, והם לא ידעו דרכי, אשר נשמתי בידי, אם יבואון אל מנוחתי. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, מסרו מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו בגויים כבודו בכל העמים נפלאותיו. כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים, איי איי איי, כל אלוהי העמים אלילים, ואדוני שמיים עשה הוד והדר לפניו ותפארת במקדשו. הבו לאדוני משפחות עמים, הבו לאדוני כבוד ועוז, הבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, זהו מנחה ובכל ארצותיו. איי איי, ישתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש, הילו מפניו כל הארץ. אמרו בגויים אדוני מלך, אב תיכון תבל מעל תימות, ידין עמים במשם, ישמחו השמיים בתגל הארץ. ירום הים ומלואו, יעלוז צדק וכל אשר בו. איי איי איי, אז ירננו כל עצי יער לפני אדוני, כי בא לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק ועמים באמונתו. יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה לה, יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה לה, יאללה אדוני סינורה, שומר נשות חסידיו, מיד רשעים יצילם. אור זרוע לצדיק וישלב שמחה, שמחו צדיקים באדוני, והודו לזכר קודשו. Page 18 or middle of 98. מזמור שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, כי נפלאות עשה, הושיע לו ימינו וזרוע קודשו. הודיע אדוני ישועתו, לעיני הגויים גילה צדקתו, זכר חסדו ואמונתו לבית ישראל. ראו כל אפסי הארץ את ישועת אלוהינו, הריעו לאדוני כל הארץ, פיצחו ורנן וזמרו, זמרו לאדוני וכינור וכל זמרה, ועצרו וכל שור. Hariyo Livnei HaMelech Adonai Yiram Hayam Umelo Tevel V'Yoshveva Leharot Yimcha Uchav Yachad Harim Yeranenu Lifnei Adonai Kiva Lishpot Haaretz Yishpot Tevel B'Tzedek Ve'ami B'Mesharim Yalai la 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 Yalai Yalai la 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 Yalai la 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 Yalai la 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 Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Mizmor leDavid Havul Adonai b'nei Elim Havul Adonai Kavod ba'oz Havul Adonai Hevel Shema Hishtachavul Adon Behadrat Kodesh Kol Adonai Al Hamayim El HaKavod Yirim Adonai Al Mayim Rabim Kol Adonai Bakoach Kol Adonai Behadar Kol Adonai Shover Arazim Vaishaber Adonai Et Hazeh Levanon Vayokitem Kemo Egel Levanon Beserion Kemo Ben Re'emi Kol Adonai Chotem Lahavotesh Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh Kol Adonai Holil Yalut Vayechesov Ye'arot Ubhechalot Kulo Omer Kavod Adonai Lama Yashav Vayeshev Adonai Melech Le'olam Adonai Oz Le'amo Yitzin Adonai Yivarech Edamo Bashalom Gedulat Yemincha, Yemincha, Tatir Terura, Kaberina Tamcha, Zagvenu, Taharenu, Nora, Anna Bekoach, Bekoach, Gedulat Yemincha, Yemincha, Tatir Terura, Kaberina Tamcha, Zarenu, Zarenu, Nora, Anna Bekoach, Gedulat Yemincha, Tatir Terura, Tatir Terura, Kaberinat, Rinat Amecha, Zagvenu, Tarenu, Nora. Lechadodi, likrat kala, Shabbat, Kabbalat Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Yishmi'anu el ha'milchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad. L'shemo tiferet v'litchila, Lechadodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikavela. Lechadodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikavela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mikor haberacha, merosh mekedem nesucha. Sof ma'aseh b'machshava techila, lechadodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikavela. Lechadodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikavela. Mikdash melech ir melucha, Kumitzeir mitocha havecha, Rav lach shevet be'emek habacha, Ve'hu yachamol alaychem la, Lechadodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikavela. Lechadodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikavela. Hitna arime afar kumi, livshi bigdei tifartechami, al yad ben Yishai bet halachmi. Korvayel nafshi ge'ala, lechadodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikavela. Lechadodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikavela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, Yom HaShabbat Tov lehodot l'Adonai Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon Lehagid baboker chastecha Ve'emunatcha b'leilot Alei asur Ma'alei navel Alei higayon Bechinor Mizmor shir Yom HaShabbat Tov lehodot l'Adonai Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Tzadikat amar yifrach keres malevanon yizgah tulim bevet Adonai echatzrot Eloheinu yafriku odienu beseva deshenim verananim yiyu lehagid ki yashar Adonai Zuri velo avlatabon Mikolot ma'im ma'im rabim adirim adirim mishpereyam Mikolot ma'im ma'im rabim adirim adirim mishpereyam adir b'marom yarai rai adir b'marom yarai rai adir b'marom Adonai adir b'marom yarai rai adir b'marom yarai rai adir b'marom Adonai Elotecha nemnu me'od leveitcha nava kodesh Adonai le'orech yamim.
This week we observe the Yartzeiton of Celia B. Greenfield, a founding member of the PJC, Jerome Levine, father of Mark Levine, Samuel Hochberg, father of Mark Hochberg, Pearl Martin, mother of Steve Martin, Barbara Samuels, mother of Carrie Hochberg, Celia Castiel, mother of Mercedes Castiel, Henry Herman, grandfather of Darren Lee, Aaron Rossman, son of Robert Rossman, Christopher Penrose, brother of Diane Cohen. We also recall Nathan Hyman, Louis Ranch, Tilly Cohen, Joseph Rosenberg, and Yetta E. Lubash, who are memorialized on our board. May their memories, the memories of all those whom we recall, be blessings. Mourner's Kaddish is on page 24 or on page 62. 24 or 62. Yitzgadal v'yitzgadash shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'gala u'bizman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Ulalmei Almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shmei Dekudsha B'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehi Shalom Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Hosei Shalom B'imromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. I want to share just one quick word about the Parsha. Is that what you said? Yeah, it's about the Parsha. Good guess. So there's a story about Rebbe Levi Yitzchak of Berdichev, an important Hasidic Rebbe in the third generation of Hasidism, when Hasidism really exploded and spread like wildfire across Eastern Europe. And his friend, another important Rebbe, Shneur Zalman of Liadi, who was the first Chabad Rebbe, and apparently their grandkids got married, which is very nice, and so they were at the feast of their, the wedding feast for their grandkids, who I guess had gotten married, and they'd had a little bit to drink, and I imagine they were both so happy that they'd lived to see their grandchildren find love, which is a wonderful blessing. And so in the throes of this great happiness, the Baal Tanya, the Shneur Zalman of Liadi, raises a glass and toasts to his illustrious father-in-law, the other great Rebbe Yitzchak of Berdichev. And he said in the toast, to my wonderful machuton, right? It's not exactly a word in English for machutonim, but for my wonderful in-law, Hashem Yitbarach Ya'azor Lanu Begashmiut Uveruchniut. Probably said Begashmius Uveruchnius. May God help us in matters physical and matters spiritual. And his in-law, the other great Rebbe, thanked him for the nice toast, but he said, "What's going on? Why did you put the physical, before the spiritual?" And he said, "Well, it's just that way with Yaakov in the Parsha this week, when Yaakov says to God, if you give me clothes to wear and food to eat, then you will be my God." And I've always imagined, I don't know how they did actually the seating arrangements at this wedding, but there was another Rebbe who I imagine was probably there, Aharon of Karlin, another student of Dovber, the Maggid of Mezritch, and a colleague of Rebbe Levi Yitzchak and Shneur Zalman of Liadi, and I think he must have been at the wedding, maybe sitting at the same table, maybe overhearing what they were talking about, because he taught something else later on about the Parsha. When Jacob sees this ladder, mutzav arza, on the earth, v'rosha magia l'shamayim, but its head was reaching up into the clouds, and he said, it is only when you're in the depths of the earth that you can ascend up to the clouds. And I think this teaching is related. I think both of these teachings speak to something really beautiful about Hasidic spirituality, and also something really urgent for the present moment, which is that we get to where we're going not by avoiding our lives, but by living our lives. And we have amazing experiences as Jews, not as trying to descend, not when we try to transcend this life with its loves and its struggles and its joys, and so when we actually go very deep into them and feel them deeply and live our lives richly and intensely and with joy. And it has been very hard to do that, as all of you know, during the pandemic. My son knows me well. He knows sort of where my head's at. It's been very hard to live joyfully and live richly and go really deep into our experiences and our relationships, except maybe those are the very few relationships that we live with. And we need to. And we need to. And there's going to come a time, and I'm not a medical expert, but there's going to come a time where we're going to have to live our lives deeply and richly and fully once again. And I'm here to say, as your rabbi, and also as a member of this community, I want to, and this community wants to help you get there. We want to help you get there. And it's going to be difficult, and it's going to be hard for all of us, and it requires work. It requires work to do what Jacob did, which is in a very dark place, running away from his brother, to say, oh my gosh, God is in this place too. It requires work. But it's very important work. And it's work that we can all participate in and help one another with. So that soon, very soon, we, like the Rebbes, will have wild parties and toasts and things to dance about and things to be joyful about and things to fall in love about. God willing, it should be soon, speedily in our days. I'd like to invite up Mark to daven Mariv in honor of his father's yahrzeit. Mariv begins on page 28.
Baruch et Adonai Hamborach. Baruch Adonai Hamborach Leolam Ba'ed. Baruch Adonai. Umavi Yom Umavi Laila. Umavi Bedil Ben Yom Uve Laila. Adonai Sibaot Shemo El Chai V'Kayam Tamid Yimlok Aleinu Leolam Ba'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Amariv Aravim Avat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Afa Torah Mitzvot Chukim Mishpatim Otanu Lemadata Alkein Adonai Eloheinu B'Shocheinu Ukumeinu Masliach B'Chukacha L'Ishma Purivei Toratecha B'Mizvotecha Le'olam Ba'ed Ki Hem Chayenu V'Yorek Yameinu V'Yorek Yameinu Uvahem Nechem Yomam V'Layla Yomam V'Layla V'Haftecha Al Tamid Meinu Le'olam Amin Baruch Ata Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha V'kol levavecha V'kol nafshecha V'kol me'odecha V'hayu advarim ha'ele Asher anoki V'zocha Hayom al levavecha V'shinatam levanecha V'dibarta bam V'shiftecha V'techa Uvatecha Baderek Ushavtecha Ukumecha Ukrotatam Meot Al Yadecha V'hayu L'Tordofo Beinenecha Utartam Al Mezuzah Beitecha Uvisharecha. Adonai Elohim Emet. Malkoto Baratzon Kiblo Elohim, Moshe Uvnei Yisrael, Lecha Anu Shira B'Simcha Rabbah, V'imru Kulam, Mikamocha, Vedi Adonai, Mikamocha, Nedava Kodesh, Norah Tehilo, Osefel. Malchut Gabra Uva Necha, He Yam Lifnei Moshe, Se Eli Anu Vamru, Anayim Lok Lelam Va'et, V'ne'emar Keep Adonai El Yaakov, Ugalo Miyah Chazak Mimenu, Baruch Ata Adonai Ka'al Yisrael. Page 33. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu. Ushmor Seitenu V'wei Enul Chayim Ula Shalom Me'ata V'ad Olam Ufros Aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha Baruch Ata Adonai HaParei Sukkot Shalom Aleinu V'yal Kol Amo Yisrael V'yal Yerushalayim. Please rise. V'shamaru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat Lasot Et HaShabbat L'Oratam Berit Olam Ayaya B'nei Uvein B'nei Yisrael Oti Le'olam Ki Sheshel Yami Asa Adonai Hashemayim Yeh ha'ar uvayom hashvi Shabbat Yadina Fash.
My mother still has the kavanah that she's a member of Armenian, so we have 10. Exactly 10.
Yikadal v'yikadal Shemei Rabbah Yama Divra Kirute Yomik Malkute B'chai Echon Yomekon Uvachai Digakol B'Yisrael Bagala Uvishmai Karvi Vimru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Le'omaya Yiparak Yiparak V'yishtaba V'yipar V'yiraman V'yinaseh V'yihadara V'yihalel V'yihalal Shemeda Kudusha B'riku Le'olam Nikol Birkata V'shirata Tushbikata V'nekemata Tamira V'yama V'imru Amen.
Page 36, 35.
page 47 or 89. Vayakulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'kol seva v'kol Elohim bayom hashvi malakto asher asa vayishbot bayom hashvi mikol malakto asher asa vayavarek Elohim et yom hashvi v'kadesh oto kivo shabbat mikol malakto Asher bara Elohim asa Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Hanorah El Elyon Konel Shemayim v'Aretz Magen Avot B'Varo Mechai Meitim B'Ramaro Ha'el HaKadosh She'ekumo Amen Achmotzam Om Shokei Chadsho Ki V'Ratza L'Chiach Lahem L'Chad Racham L'Chiach Lahem L'Chana Navo B'Yorana L'Chad Kinadei so b'kol yom tamid me'om brachot el ha'oda'ot Adon Hashalom V'kadesh ha'shabbat u'mervei shli u'meniach b'kedusha yom b'kedusha yanahoder seker L'maaseh Bereshit Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu v'aseh v'nurachenu K'adshenu b'mitzvotecha v'tein chalkeinu b'toratecha Sabeinu b'tovacha v'samkeinu b'yishuatecha v'dihar libeinu Le'avecha be'emet v'hachilenu Adonai Eloheinu v'yahava ratza Shabbat koshecha Mizchu b'al Yisrael v'kadesh shemkecha Baruch atah Adonai v'kadesh HaShabbat Yitgadal v'kadasha me'rabah v'yomadi v'racherutei v'yomikmalgotei v'chayekon v'mekon v'chol chayei to call Beit Yisrael v'galat uzman kamrim b'imru Amen Yehish me'rabah m'vorach v'yolam u'yomaya Yitbarak v'yistabah v'yipar v'yitnaran v'yitnaseh V'yahadar v'yahalel v'yahalal shemei dekudusha v'riku le'olam min kol brikata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamada damira v'yama v'imru Amen Titkabel slichochon uv'chatachon b'kol Yisrael kadam avochon di b'shemayim v'imru Amen Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya V'chaim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru Amen Oseh shalom b'mrumav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru Amen
You got 2 cups to choose from.
Eloheinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol v'atei kedula v'yoser b'reishi shelo asanu k'gei haratzon v'lo samanu k'mishpachot adama shelo sam chelkeinu kaim v'gor aleinu k'kol hadmona v'anachnu korim mistakavim u'modim Lifnei Melech Malkei Amlaki HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shehu Notei Shamayim V'Yosef Haaretz U'Shmo Tzvira U'Shamayim Imah U'Shki Nozo U'Shki Natuzo V'Gam Pei Meromi Hu Eloheinu Eino Em Malkeinu Epashulato Kakatu V'Torato V'Yadatayo Yidahayom L'Shabbat Elom Kaki Adonai Hu Elohim V'Shamayim Imah Yohar V'Mitzach Eino Kakatu b'toratecha Adonai yimlok le'olam va'ed v'ne'ema v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz v'yom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo Yikadal, Yikadash, Shemei Rabbah, Yalmad, Divrach, Kirutei, Yalnik, Malkotei, V'chayekon, Uvimekon, Ukoy, Dekol Beit Yisrael, Bagalat, Mizman, Karim, Dimru, Amen. Hey Shmei Rabbah, Mevorak, Le'olam, Le'omaya, Yitbarak, V'yishtabach, V'yishkara, V'yirman, V'yinasei, V'yit Hadar, V'yit Halal, V'yit Halel, Shemei Shemeshah, B'richu, Le'olam, Yinkol Birchata, V'shirata, Tushbekata, V'nekamata, Damirav, V'yama, V'imru, Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabbah, Min Shemaya, V'chayim, Aleinu, V'yalkol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom, B'imrumav, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu, V'yalkol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen.
Mark for davening, lovely Mari, and of course to Cantor Lori for lovely Kabbalat Shabbat. Before I read the announcements, I would just make mention that I'm sure many of you saw that Roger Krulak lost his father earlier this week. Roger is actually back in town, and he's going to be here at Shul tomorrow, and he's leading Psuke de Zimra. And we all have different services that we love. Roger has this thing with Psuke, and it would be wonderful if Roger could have a minyan during Psuke to say Kaddish. So if you're here or if you're at home, and if you're the kind of person who comes to Shul but sometimes doesn't quite make it for Psuke, consider coming for Psuke at 9:30 a.m. Tomorrow, and of course, to Roger, we say, Hamakom Yinachem Oto B'toch Shara V'lei Tzion Yerushalayim. May Roger and all who mourn his father, Sandy Krulak, of blessed memory, be comfort among those who mourn for Zion and Jerusalem. There will be Shiva at Roger's house on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. and then a minyan that evening at 7 p.m. There will also be a minyan Monday morning and then again at 7 p.m. Tuesday is going to be just an evening minyan, and Wednesday is going to be the last morning minyan when Roger gets up. It's a little bit different from the schedule which we sent out because the funeral was delayed by one day for logistical reasons, and so we'll send out an email about that as well. But that'll all be at Roger's house, yes. Kiddush is sponsored this week by my parents, Ken and Rezel Resnick, in honor of my birthday, which is November 14th. Sponsors are needed for the program this year, specifically the upcoming dates of November 20th and 27th. Please contact Andrea Rothberg about that. Adult Ed continues on 7:30 with my class on Wednesdays here at the synagogue, and Wednesdays on Zoom. 7:30 is the Jewish theology class. Please come, even if you've never been. And the Wednesdays is a Parsha class. Learner services with Cantor Lori is unfortunately canceled for now due to sort of low RSVPs, but we're so excited to learn from Cantor Lori, and we'll find another time for her to share with us wisdom about Jewish music and so much more, so stay tuned for that. Our High Holiday campaign is still going on. No amount is too small to give. If you give even $1, that means we get to say we got 100% of everyone giving, so please consider giving if you have not already done that. Thanksgiving in a Box is well underway. It's very easy to buy a Thanksgiving in a Box. You just call up Manor Market and you're off the phone in like 2 minutes. And historically, we're trying to get 900 meals paid for. Historically, Pelham the PJC has had, I learned last night, much higher participation per capita than any other church in the synagogue or religious community in Pelham. So let's keep that going. So consider doing that if you haven't. You just call it Manor Market. Speaking of Thanksgiving, there will be an interfaith Thanksgiving service next Sunday at 2 p.m. at the Huguenot Church. Cantor Lori and I will both be participating in that. And it is also Julia's church. So our office manager, so it's a nice way of also sort of maybe supporting Julia. It'd be nice to have some people from the PJC there. It's at 2 p.m. on the 21st. The soup kitchen, as always, needs support. This week it is baked ziti, salad, and brownies. Thursday, November 18th, so contact Joe Goldenberg about that if you'd like to cook some baked ziti. Also save the date for December 5th from 4:30 to 5 p.m. We're going to have a Chanukiah lighting and donuts and hot chocolate out here on the 8th night of Hanukkah. It'll be outdoors, it'll be beautiful, and please come out for that. December 12th is the book group beginning at 11 a.m. It will feature a discussion of the book Every Day the River Changes, written by our own Jordan Salama, who's a graduate of the PJC Learning Center and son of a member, and so please check that out. And finally, check out our scholar stream if you haven't yet. Log on and learn with great scholars from JTS. And with that, I wish all of you a good Shabbos, and we'll conclude with Yigdal. Yigdal Elohim Chai Yishtabach Nimtza V'Hein Eidel Metziyuto Echad V'Hein Yachid Egel Yichudon Elam V'Gam Ein Sof Le'achduto Ein Lo Demut HaGuf V'Hein No Guf Lo Naharoch Elav Kedushato Kadmon Lechol Davar Asher Nivra Rishon Ve'ein Reshit LeReshito Hoino Adon Olam V'chol No Tzar Yoreg Gedulato Malchuto Shafa Nevuato Netano El Anshe Segulato V'tifarto Lokam Be'Yisrael Gemoshe Navi Umavi Detemunato Torah Temed Natan Le'amoel Lo Ya Nevi'o Neman Beito Lo Ya Khalifa Hel Velo Ya Mirdato Le'olam Dim Le'zulato Sofe Ve'yodea Setareinu Mabi Le'sof Davar Egadmato Gomele Chesed Gemifalo Noten Le'rasha Rakerishato Yishlach Lekeit Yamim Meshichenu Lifdor Mechake Keit Yeshuato Mitim Yechayel Hero Chasto Baruch Adei Ad Hashem Nehilato Hey Mitim Yechayel Hero Chasto Baruch Adei Ad Hashem Nehilato Jack is here. Jack is uneasy.
I just want to know if there's anything I'm supposed to do.
Uneasy. I think it's an easy
By the
morning.
way, I asked, we got what?
We're going to go.
Oh, no, okay. So I'm just driving myself? Okay. No, I just want to